YouTube because every immersion is like this, so you guys can watch it after the conversation or can just send to a person. I don't know, do anything with this. So now you, Ronaldo, can you introduce yourself?
Okay. My name is Ronaldo. I live in São Paulo, but I was born in Belo Horizonte. Now I am analytics engineer in the information technology information. Um, I I know a bit Italian. My it's not my second language, but I speak a bit. And what the question? The curiosity. I am I graduated uh in mining engineer, but I changed the my work, my job. Now I I prefer the remote, the work remote. Is this?
Yeah, yeah. So by the way, I'm from Minas too, but now I live in Goiânia. I'm here to study. I am a international relations student. And yeah, that's it. So JJ is asking us for divide the rooms into two. Are you guys cool with it? Because usually when it's like five or six, I used to stay here, but if you guys want to, you can go to different rooms. Is that okay for all of you?
Okay.
I guess it's an opportunity to talk more and practice more English with a short group in a
Yeah,
room
yeah. Perfect.
because
So
I guess 1 hour it's a bit time to six per person.
yeah, yeah.
But
So do all of
do
you
you can choose.
yeah, yeah. I'm just asking you because if it's better. Never mind. So while I am dividing the rooms, I'm gonna ask Nati to introduce herself. Can you do it?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Okay, sorry guys. Hello, my name is Nathaniele. I'm 32 years old. Uh, I live in Fortaleza. This is my roommate, Kika. She always wants to participate.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. So I need more time. So we're gonna start with the questions, but then I'll send you the link to go to another room, right? So I'm gonna ask Sandra first. Sandra, is it easier to be considered a great father than is to be a great mother? What do you think?
Oh, it's a complex question. It's a complex issue, but I think that our society demands more from women than from men. So I think that's it's not easy, but I think that the society demands more from mother than father. It's not an easy whole, but I think that our patriarchate, I don't know the word in English, but how society is, um, I think that's we demand more from women, from mother.
Yeah, yeah, right. I think I agree with you. Usually, women, they have more responsibilities or the way they are just observed, the way society judged them. It's because to be a great father, sometimes you just need to, oh, he's helping the baby to take a shower. Oh my God, he's such a great father. And then when you see a woman doing this, it's kind of normal.
Mhm.
And yeah, so I'm gonna open the rooms. Today, JJ and Sandra are staying with me because it's their first time here, so I want to talk to them, and I hope you guys don't mind. But yes, I'm doing it right now. So some of you will receive the invitation and some of you will stay with me. Do you guys received it? I think so. I hope so. Oh, I think Sandra received it too. Yeah, never mind. It's okay. Um, so I want to ask you now, Michelle, about question number one.
Um, yes, the first question is it easier to be considered a great father than it is to be a great mother? In my opinion, I think yes, because like you say before, the normally the father do less in the most of the case, not all of course, but in most of the case the father have more time with the kids. The mother in the families that I know normally the mother be more time and need to be more present, and normal they are very tired and the father is more easy in my opinion. This.
Yeah. What about you, GJ? Do you agree? Do you have a different perspective?
Yeah, yeah, I think so about this question because the mother has more contact with the children uh, and during the through the entire life. And normally, of course, not all the cases, but mostly common to have a mother that has more contact with your with her children than the father. And I guess because the mother stay with the children as well in the process and and during 9 months, and everything it's has a connection. So for example, the mother need can this word I don't know amamentar, I don't know how to say this, breastfeed. The mother need to breastfeed the kids. So the contact skin to skin creates a possibility, a feeling different with the father has. So for this, I guess it's more difficult to the father, and because in the majority of the cases, the father stay less at home, less with the children, playing with the children. So the connection is it's more difficult and create some obstacles. So I guess the father needed to put a lot of effort to create a great connection with the children. But I guess has a point that he's in favor of to the fathers that they normally I is my opinion, of course. The girls like mother father than the boys like mother. I don't know if it's general, but I have this perception during my experiences and during my life.
Yeah, yeah, perfect. Thank you for your answer. And yeah, I think I agree somehow when it comes to the time that you pass with your children, because mother they get pregnant, they need to feed the baby, they need to stay there because they need them. But at the same time, I think when it comes to evaluating or giving them a number, a scale for 1 to 10, how great are you as a mother or how great are you as a father? We used to look at mothers in a way that I don't know, we want them to do more all the time. But then with fathers, if they say, I can't take care of my children because I'm tired, because I am, I don't have patience, or because I worked all day, they can do it. But the mothers, they cannot do it because they're not, it feels that they're not allowed to be tired. They're not allowed to just, I don't know, take a breath, and it's complicated. But let's go to question number two. Do you have a father? What traditions did your father pass on to you that you carry with? Do you have, JJ, a father?
Yeah, thanks God I have. But I don't remember if we have some tradition, but we spend a lot of time. We normally we when we are together, we spend a lot of time talking about news, about political issues. I like because I speak a lot and my father can listen me for during a lot of time without complain about. So, but not a tradition about other things. I don't remember at this moment.
Okay. So what about you, Michelle?
Yes, I don't remember exactly traditions, but of course, I have a father, but he, of course, teach me a lot of things, and not a tradition, but more about how he are. So he teach me a lot about be a trustful person and to be do the things very right, to not to be I don't know, do the things very right, I think is this.
Yeah. So I do have a father as well. He's alive. But when it comes to traditions like doing things together, I don't remember really. I mean, I like my father, but we didn't have that kind of connection in my childhood. And nowadays it's really complicated. Um, but I don't know. He taught me to be brave sometimes because he's a really, tough man sometimes. But sometimes when he drinks, he's like, "Oh, I love you," and he changed completely. He likes to hug, to kiss, to stay by my side, and to just be there and say meaningful words. But it's not all the time. But I remember when I was a child, when he got home, usually I had a dog. It died, unfortunately, but I used to hide, and then the dog helped my dad to find me. And this is a really great memory that I remember. I would never forget it. And yeah, it's a kind of tradition because every single day that my father got home, I was them hiding, and then my dog was supposed to help me to find me. Because my dad worked outside of the city, and then he passed some weeks, maybe months, out. So yeah, that's a tradition actually. So let's go to question number three. What do men feel when they become fathers? Do men change after a baby? This question is related to the video because, the guys were saying, "Oh, I want my baby to be like this. I want to be different to them. I want to be a great father." What's your opinion, Michelle? What do they feel? They
um,
change?
I think they could change, but not always. I think sometimes yes, uh, sometimes is low but change, and have a situation that they not change. I think what happened and is that when the baby is not something planning baby, so when the baby arrive um, uh, with, without planning, uh, is more strong for the woman too, but for the man, I think for a woman it's more easy to change because it's inside, and uh, but I already see a lot of stories about men that not change and not realize that he have a kid and they need to teach and they have a responsibility. So I think it's a pressure for change because it's a pressure for society, from the family, but uh, I already see a lot of men that not take a responsibility with this uh, when this happen. So this.
Yeah. Thank you for the answer, Michelle. And I think I agree with you. Sometimes they just feel they don't need to change because it's not in their responsibility at all to take care of the baby and to change about, going to parties or maybe drinking, maybe helping in housework, and they just don't care about it. And I just, I don't understand why people are having children with men like this. But yeah, we don't choose sometimes. It just happens. JJ, what's your opinion?
Mm, I agree with both of you. I guess the responsibility is start to be bigger when you start to be a father, and sometimes you don't choose or we are not prepared for this. But if you turn become a father, you start to think about a lot of things that you need to think about, because you are responsible for another life, for another person, and you need to protect, to teach how to live, to live, how to learn, and how difficult the life it is. So I guess the responsibility is the bigger obstacle that you will face on the on this journey.
Yeah, makes sense. So question number four say, are men attracted to good moms? This question, I brought this because there's a video that say that usually men are attracted to girls who looks like their moms, who have a uh, personality similar to them. And I was like, oh, is it real? Because sometimes they want a person to take care of them and not to be a couple. They want a mother who I was going to say a bad word, but I'm not saying it. Um, but you guys can, just get it. Um, I, this is really complicated because I don't know. Sometimes you don't know how the person is. It's going to be if it's a great mother, if it's not. But I think sometimes men they do think of uh, uh I don't know, a woman, how they are at house, if they cook, if they clean it, if they take care of the children, if they like children, because usually men do nothing. But I don't know, I'll let you for you guys. I'm not gonna answer it. Michelle, what's your opinion?
I think this happen, of course, but uh, not always, of course. But when the man not grow totally or depends a lot of the mother, he could to see this in the woman who that they really have a relationship. So make like you say about to transfer the this image of care to the mother to the for the couple, and this is very bad because um, this with a woman that have something of emotional dependence is very bad, because this normally this happen the woman that need to care to protect her and and the man like need this, so they be together in a very bad relation of dependence. And but it's very bad when, for example, if the woman have a kid, and this happen a lot, that the woman need to care two babies, the new baby and the the man. So I read her about this. So it's terrible. It's not always, of course, but this happen a lot.
Yeah. So now you, JJ, do you think men are attracted to good moms or not at all?
So it's a funny question because not firstly in the I guess the men don't attract for moms. Actually, the first it's a first point. Not all of course, but if the man will choose someone to marry, to have a kid. Um, in my vision, it's more is looking for someone that has a responsibility, that is more, that have how to say this, that like to live more in home, stay in house, that you have care with everything. About this stereotype, I can say, but. Uh, the same is not to work for them, but for the woman, yeah, is the normally what the man looking in a woman when they are looking for a woman to have a child or to get married. This is what I think about our society. It's not
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I would like it to see, but it's the reality.
yeah. I understand it. So Michelle said one interesting thing about taking care of the baby and the husband, and it's related to question number 7. And I want to ask JJ first now. Is it true that being a single mother is often easier than raising a child together with a father? Do you think it can be easier in some occasions to be just a single mother and just doing by, yourself? What do you think, JJ?
Of course, I think it's more difficult. But if the woman has a lot of money, it's not so hard because sometimes some kind of fathers, uh, it's difficult to lead with them. Then to education, I guess the mother has the talent to create a kid. It's an For me it's natural because the woman, it's more respectful. The woman is more um how how can I say this? It's feel more. So for the children, for the kid, it's more interesting to grow up with someone that teach you how to speak in a good way, how to be a respectful person, and respect the woman. But the big majority of the men don't do it this. So for me, if the woman has a lot of money to create the children alone, it's good. It's better than create with someone. But if the woman needs the man to divide the bills, yeah.
Yeah, understood. So Michelle, share your thoughts with us.
Mm, uh, what are fathers for?
No, it's
Is
question number 7.
ah
Yeah,
7. Ah,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Is it true that being a single mother is often easier than raising a child together with a father?
Yeah, it's
Ah,
complicated.
it's complicated, yes. It's very complicated. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Um, yes, I think sometimes the man cannot help a lot. Uh, Not help or be worse, of course. I know a lot of cases
I
about
agree.
this. So, but I already see too when the father take care of the kids alone and do this very good too, because the mother is not there, don't not wants care or dead, something like this, and this happened too. So of course, you never could generalizar. Um, but I cannot say that it's true totally of often easy because for care kids need a lot of things. So the mother need to the person who will care these kids needs to a lot of help of another person's or money or time. So alone I think is very difficult always. So is I cannot answer this question totally.
Yeah, I think when I was thinking about this question, it's more related to sometimes when a woman have a child, then she has two children, because she needs to take care of the baby and to take care of the man, because the man does not clean, the man does not cook, the man does not help in housework. So there's more shit to organize, there's more things to pay attention to. You need to give attention to your husband and then to the child, and then you need to be mother, and you need to be mother for two times, and then you need to be a I don't know how to say the word. I just forgot it. Esposa. Sorry, guys. A wife, and it's really complicated. So if you are alone with your children, maybe it can be better because you have your routine. You can plan yourself. There's no man saying shit to you. Here, like, oh, where's my food? I'm hungry. My clothes, they're not clean. I want to go out, and then they just sometimes they just mess with everything. Men are really hard to deal with. I hate men. I really do, even though I am. But it's complicated, especially because I saw this my whole life. I'm from a countryside, so their men are really sexist. They just don't care about anything. But even though I think JJ said one really important thing about money, because once you give birth, you're not like you cannot work really. I mean, some of women they need to work in order to survive, but you need some support, some financial support. But even though some dads they just say, I'm gonna give you 200, and yeah, it's enough for you and for the baby. And it's not, it's kind of a joke, but I don't know, guys. This is really complicated. It can be easier in some occasions, but it can be worse. But sometimes it's easier because you have just one children. So now let's go to question number 5. Let's go back because we didn't talk about it. What are fathers for? Is it worse for a child to be raised without a father or without a mother? This question is really, I don't know. I think most people would say without a mother, but at the same time, what about me? Because I'm gay, I like guys, and there's no chance there's going to be a mother. So my children are going to be, bad people because there's no woman by my side. And it's kind of sexist to say that we need a woman, we need a feminine presence to give the child good examples and to educate them. But I think now in society, I think it's worse to be raised without a mother in general. But JJ, do you think the same that you said before? Because you said it can be worse to live without a mother because of mother can be, I don't know, naturally talented to teach children. What do you think?
Yeah. Overall, I guess that the man general it's worse to teach. We can saw in the around the world the war. It's about the opinion of men. The the war, the fights around the world mostly start and because the opinion, the different opinions of men. And if he was a woman in the head of the world, in the head of the mostly of countries, and the things will be different. So this is the answer because I guess the woman think different. The woman are more feel more than the man. It's less cold, but of course it's not everyone, and it's not all the case. But the in general, yeah, the majority of the men just think about themselves, and the woman are more empathic, and they think about others, and so for create to create a child, to create a kid is it's more it's something that is more easy to a woman because she has the feeling to treat well, to understand the others, to understand the delicate moments, and the man is more direct, the more cold, more it you don't you can cry, for example. It's something so normal in our society to listen about from a man, but in a from a woman, it's less common to listen this, for example. So this kind of things, it's not not just cultural, but it's something that is more biological, I can say, biological. So I guess the woman it's more not just about sex, but about, I don't know how to explain this, but I guess the woman has more um it's more comprehensible, comprehensible. For this, I guess the woman should be control the world, not men.
Okay, okay. So, Michele, what's your opinion?
Um, yes, I like you, Vitor, talked before. I know some family, for example, that are two men, and I think they are so amazing. Like I think is this child and don't need exactly a mother, like a woman, to be a very to grow very good and to rise it good and have I think she have everything with two fathers. So I think is I understand what JJ say about this about the woman natural feelings about maternity, but I think it's not happen every time. I think it's common the person think about this about the woman, but these maternal feelings not happen with every woman. Like a lot of person think. And me, I'm an example. I never want to be a mother, so I could be very amorosa and care the people, but this not is the same that care a kid. So if I have a kid without not one do this, I think it will be very, very bad to me. So I don't know if I will be a good mother. So I think it's not, for me, it's not about of gender in the end. I think it's about the person. I think the father could be very complete for a kid and a mother too. It depends more about the conscience, about the the responsibility. It's not about the gender for me.
Yeah, yeah. We usually put man and woman in some roles, and they just need to be like that. The father needs to be the stronger and the one who taught the kid to be tough, to be smart, to be just, strong sometimes. And the mother's the one who shows love, who shows, uh, you know, good feelings, to be respectful. But yeah, I agree with you, Michelle. I think there's no problem in, changing it or having bad mothers because they're not naturally good mothers all the time. But let's go to question number 8. Okay, guys, question number 8. Why do we go after moms so much? Why does everything mothers do have to be subject of public debate? This question, I don't know if you agree with the question, firstly, because when a mother does something like feed the baby in public, oh my gosh, she's showing the nipples, and we talked about nipples here before. She's showing her breasts. She's, you know, uh, shirtless. She shouldn't be like this. Or when a mother choose to feed the baby in certain ways, like avoiding sugar or avoiding chocolate, avoiding, I don't know, anything. People just say, oh, you are uh, taking good things from the baby, or I don't know, anything a mother do just as so people just see so many problems in this. But when it's a father, they just say like, oh, he's educating, he have their own way to raise the child. But yeah, what do you think, Michelle? You first.
I think it's for me, it's not about the moms. I think it's about the the disequality about the man and woman. So I think the woman is always more criticate and for everything, always is like this. So when you are mom, I think it's be more strong. Um, I know a lot of moms that suffering of this about the family that put a lot of pressure, how the woman cares this baby. So this I think is only the reflection of the machismo. I don't know if I is
Yeah,
uh, um, I think it's this.
yeah, I agree with you. So now you, JJ. We're talking about question number 8.
So it's a bit of Michelle said, because I guess it's not a problem of woman woman, and actually it's a problem of our society because our society is sexist and is not empathic with others. So we need to change our mind and to be more comprehensible, to understand the woman and uh, the difficulties that have in their lives. So it's a lot of weight that they need to care, and it's difficult because the men nowadays are controlling the world. So the laws, for example, the Congress, we have more white and men, hetero as well, than the woman, for example. So it's difficult to change this kind of thing because it depends of laws as well, depend of the culture, depend of the religion as well, and uh, So we need to change this.
Yeah, I agree with all of you. I think sexism is always the problem sometimes, the inequality between men and women, especially, I don't know, you're raising a children and oh my God, did they just leave? Yeah. But we're here, Michelle, and the guys are coming back. I'm trying to bring them, but I think they're enjoying talk to each other. So yeah, I'm gonna wait, but yeah, they're coming back. Ronaldo, Sandra, and Nachi. JJ, just leave us now and yeah. Hello guys and Sandra, I'm sorry, I said you were staying with me, but then something happened and Michelle
Yeah,
stayed. But did Ronaldo and Nachi treated you good? The guys were good
yeah,
to you?
they hosted very well. It was a very interesting conversation about this complex question.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Natia and Ronaldo, for taking care of Sandra. It's her second time in the immersion, so it's really important to just make her feel better. And I have a question for you, Sandra, actually. Actually, I'm gonna ask you to choose a question to answer. The question that you most liked, that you
Oh,
find it really
let's
intriguing.
see. I think that the most interesting question it's oh my. In fact, what ways can fathers actively contribute to breaking traditional gender roles in parenting? I think this question is I can
Yeah,
answer.
you can answer it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's a very important question because there is something inside this question is it's important to breaking traditional gender roles. This is the first thing that I'd like to endorse. And I think that I would like to have fathers who can express their emotions easily than nowadays, and to break the rules with the childhood that girls play with dolls and boys with football and soccer, and we can break these things, and I think that the fatherhood can contribute with these things. But I think that to express the emotions could build a more healthy society with someone who can express, okay, I don't know what I can do now. I don't know what I can do. Things like that. That even I think that it's very hard to a man to adopt this this perception and said it's hard to me and things like that. I think that it's my answer.
Yeah. Thank you, Sandra, for your answer. And I think I agree with you. Sometimes we have some roles, and then the woman is the sensible one, while the man is the stronger one. And they need to show to the kids that they're powerful, they're smart, and they are sometimes rude. But in order to educate the children better, because if the father are sensible, then some people say it, if the father are not strong, the kids will won't survive in society. They need to learn in this tougher way. And I mean, I don't agree with it. But I want to ask Nati now, is it true that being a single mother is often easier than raising a child together with a father?
Actually, we think this question is very strange because no one thinks that be a single mother is easier. It's very tough to raise a kid. Just I don't have a kid, but when I saw someone that's close to me or on the internet, it's very difficult to take care of a kid, educate a kid. So I think it's difficult when you don't have and you want to share this responsibility. So I don't know where you take this question, but it's not true.
I took this from an article, and somehow I agree with some ways because some mothers, their mothers for the children and for the husband because they need to take care of both of them. They need to cook for them, they need to clean the house for them, they need to do all the things for the two of the guys because the man is just tired of everything. He just work and sometimes they just don't work. And the mother do everything but in double for the children and for the husband. So in
Yeah.
some ways, if you think really deeper,
But I think for the other side, when you are a single mother, the guys don't want to pay the money. So you have two other problems. So you have to
yeah,
decide. You have the problem to be a mother of your husband, or you want to get the double of the money to take care of your kids.
yeah, exactly. The solution is just get rich and
Don't have kids is the solution.
yeah, I agree. I'm sorry for the ones who want kids, but I agree, unfortunately. Ronaldo, how was the conversation for you? We have 3 minutes and I'll ask you to be quickly.
Yes, is very good. I conversation to the Nathaniel and Sandra, and I like the per perception perception to the fatherhood and the motherhood, and I like I talk about my case. I lost my father with I had 6 years olds, but we communicate we talk about the importance to the fatherhood in the life of son.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna ask one thing because Ronaldo, you've been here before because your voice is different from the other Ronaldo that I talked here. Is it your first
Uh,
time in my immersion?
the first time in 6 p.m.
Yeah, in my immersion in 8 p.m. actually.
In this moment, yes, it's the first.
Really? I thought you were the other Ronaldo. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm so
No, not
sorry.
problem, not problem. No,
Yeah,
but
but welcome.
I participate in other immersions.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, welcome, Ronaldo, too. And I hope Nachi treated you and Sandra really great because, you guys are here for the first
Of the
time.
hosts, oh my God. Actually,
Yeah,
host of the hosts.
congratulations. So, guys, unfortunately, we have no time to keep talking about it. It was a really great subject for me, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Next week, we have another one that is really great. Let me see it. What's it about? I think it's polemic too. Let me see. Yeah, it is. It's about people who don't have a house to live, homeless people. And I'm gonna ask you to just be here again in the oh my God, my it hurts to be here in the next week. It was a pleasure to talk to all of you. And just thank you all for coming. Thank you, Ronaldo, Nachi, Michele, Sandra, and JJ. We're not here anymore, but yeah, thanks. And have a good night, guys.
Good night. Bye bye,
Bye
guys.
bye.